Chris Wilder's first Sheffield United 11. Where are they now? Chris Wilder's first Blades side would go on to break 100 points, secure 2 promotions, and reach the Premier League, playing a style of football that few saw coming. But it all started with a scrappy 1-0 defeat at Bolton Wanderers in League One back in August 2016. This was his first League 11, and here's where they ended up. George Long, Norwich City. Just like Wilder, George was a lifelong Blade, came through the academy, and made his debut in 2011 at just 17 years old. He made over 120 appearances for the club, often in and out of favour, and went on loans to Motherwell, Oxford United, and AFC Wimbledon. He left permanently in 2018, joining Hull City, then Millwall, and now serves as a backup at Norwich City with 24 appearances across 2 seasons. George was a really promising goalkeeper in 2016, but his inconsistency has seen him end up being just a journeyman backup goalkeeper. Chris Hussey, Hensford Town. Signed by Wilder in his first week, and he was dubbed the best left back in the league by the Bury manager at the time. He had our pants down on that one. Hussey had a journeyman career even before arriving at Bramall Lane. He'd already played for Coventry, Burton and Bury and only made 11 appearances for United before being loaned to Swindon and sold to Cheltenham Town. But that's where he really thrived, winning League Two and making the team of the season. In recent years, he's dropped into non-league and is currently playing for Hensford Town in the Northern Premier League Division 1 West. Northern Premier League Division 1 West. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 words! That league has got 6 words in the name. There's absolutely no need for that. James Wilson, Bristol Rovers. Not to be confused with the former Man United striker. This James Wilson was a solid enough League One centre-back. He made just 10 appearances for the Blades, scoring once before loans and a permanent move to Ipswich. His best spell arguably came at Plymouth Argyle, where he helped them gain promotion to the Championship. He then played regularly for Bristol Rovers in League One, and having played every minute of the 24-25 season, Wilson had a 1-year contract extension triggered despite the club's relegation. But on the 25th of June 2025, he had his contract terminated by mutual consent due to the player and the club not reaching an agreement on his contract. And at the time of recording, James Wilson's 36 and without a club. Jack O'Connell retired injured. One of Wilder's most important signings. Jack O'Connell embodied the innovative overlapping centre-back role. Signed from Brentford after multiple loan spells, he became a mainstay in United's defence, racking up 177 appearances and playing a pivotal role in 2 promotions. Devastatingly, a knee injury in 2020 essentially ended his career. After several failed comebacks, O'Connell officially retired in 2023. Still a fan favourite and still involved in football to a certain extent due to his partner Alex Greenwood playing for Man City and the Lionesses. However, since finishing football, he shifted his focus to fitness, and quite often you'll see him on social media doing workouts and stuff. John Braford, Burton Albion manager, a popular figure at Bramall Lane. Braford joined United initially on loan from Cardiff City before making the move permanent. A cult hero during the club's 13-14 FA Cup run, he eventually returned to Burton Albion, where he became captain and a regular fixture, making over 280 appearances. He retired in 2024 and immediately joined the coaching staff at Burton and has since become the gaffer at the Pirelli. And this summer, John the Beard Braford will be celebrated in his own testimonial, which will be at the Pirelli between Burton Albion and the Blades. How nice is that? Matty Donachie, Port Vale player development coach. Doan had already played football for Barnsley, Rochdale and Hibs before joining United. Under Wilder, he chipped in with 5 goal contributions during the Centurion season, but left once promotion was secured. He returned to Rochdale, his spiritual home, where he played over 200 games in a 5-year spell, becoming one of the club's all-time appearance leaders. In 2024, he transitioned into coaching and now works as a player development coach at Port Vale. If he can pass on that work rate to some of the valiant players, I'm sure they'll be fine. Chris Basham, another one retired due to injury. One of the most loyal and beloved United players in recent history, Basham joined from Blackpool in 2014 and became integral to Wilder's tactical blueprint, transforming from a holding midfielder into a prototype overlapping centre-back. He made 394 appearances, scoring 15 goals and assisting 15. Perfectly symmetrical. Now that's satisfying. However, what wasn't satisfying was his career being ended due to a horrific leg injury in 2023. But he remains a hero locally, regularly appears on Sky Sports as a pundit, and involved with Sheffield charities. I absolutely love Bash. Clearly. John Fleck, Chesterfield, a prodigy at Rangers who once made headlines as the Scottish Wayne Rooney. Having been built up in that way, unfortunately, it didn't work for Flecky in Scotland. So he set on rebuilding his career in England with Coventry, winning their Player of the Season before joining United. He was outstanding during the League One title campaign, and even better during their 9th place Premier League finish, where he was linked with moves to Arsenal. Just imagine the commentary. Fleck to Ozil, Ozil to Aubameyang squares it to Fleck. Goal! The Scottish Wayne Rooney strikes again. I originally did that in a Scottish accent and you don't want to hear it. The Scottish Wayne Rooney strikes again. He left Bramall Lane in 2023 after nearly 280 games and now plies his trade at Chesterfield in League Two. Still pulling those strings in the midfield at 33. He's only 33. He's never only 33. I mean, he looks so young. He doesn't look a day over 25. Mark Duffy, Southport assistant manager. Mark Duffy was so good under Chris Wilder that they actually named a position after him, the Duffy role. However, before United, Duffy had a winding career through the non-league and lower leagues before shining at Scunthorpe and Burton. At Bramall Lane, he was the creative spark behind their rise, famously ending the bounce in the 4-2 derby win at Hillsborough. Despite not making it to the Premier League with the Blades, he continued playing with Stoke, ADO Den Haag, Fleetwood and Tranmere before turning to management. After stints at Macclesfield and Warrington Rylands, Duffy is now assistant manager at Stockport and also dabbles in the property market as many retired players tend to do, hoping to flip houses like he flipped Van Ecken on his backside. Leon Clark, no idea. A true journeyman striker that was absolutely adored at Bramall Lane. Leon had played for over a dozen clubs, including arch rivals Wednesday, before arriving at United. He was vital in Wilder's early seasons, especially in the Championship, scoring 19 goals in one campaign and netting twice in the famous Steel City derby. After leaving the Blades, he returned to his nomadic ways, Wigan, Shrewsbury, Hartlepool, and even Rushall Olympic. In 2024, he became an academy coach at Birmingham City, though the announcement photo bizarrely edited out the Blades badge from his shirt. And I still can't believe he never once rocked that incredible hair and beard combo at Bramall Lane. Billy Sharp, Doncaster Rovers. And finally, the heart and soul of Chris Wilder's Sheffield United. Sharp had 2 earlier stints with the club, but saved his best for last, captaining the side from League One to the Premier League. He scored 129 goals in 377 games, becoming the EFL's all-time top scorer this century. After his contract wasn't renewed, he joined LA Galaxy, scoring 6 in 12 games, followed by a short stint at Hull City. Then in June 2024, he returned to Doncaster Rovers 10 years after his last spell at the club, signing a 1-year deal. That season, he impressed enough to earn a contract extension in May 2025, keeping him at the Eco Power Stadium for another season. Now at 39 years young, he's still playing professionally for Doncaster Rovers and absolutely adored by the Donny fans, the Blades fans, and that's probably it. Probably hated by both fans. And finally, Chris Wilder himself. Chris has achieved incredible success at Bramall Lane, from leading the team to a 100-point title-winning season in League One to securing promotion to the Premier League in 2019. He then guided the club to the brink of Europe in the 1920 campaign before the pandemic hit. Even on his return, he delivered again. amassing 92 points and a third place finish in the 24-25 season. A true Blades legend, and Chris deserves every little bit of praise that comes his way. So there you have it, Wilder's first match as Blades boss ended in defeat, but many of the players in this team would go on to write club history. From League One to the Premier League and everything in between, this was the unlikely beginning of an unforgettable journey. I hope you enjoyed this nostalgic look back, Blades fans, and let us know what you want to see next on Not One for Neutrals. See you next time.